Welcome to the Indie Nerd Collective podcast. I'm your host, Juicebox.
And I'm Ray. Welcome, everybody.
Yes, welcome to the show. We've got a couple interesting topics today that we've just been mulling on. Do apologize about last week's session. We did get busy. Life got in the way. I wasn't really feeling like recording by myself at this point in time, so we will do our best to get everyone caught up to speed and, provide you the entertainment you're looking for. So first off, I've got a small list here, but based on what we were talking about before the show started, Ray, manga hiatuses.
Yes.
Love
they
or
can
hate
really.
'em?
It depends. It really depends on love or hate. Because, for like, when I was telling you about earlier, like when Oda will tell you, Oda being Ichiro Oda, the author of One Piece, when Oda goes on a break, he informs you, saying, hey, I'm not feeling very well, or I'm taking a vacation, or I gotta do some research. No One Piece next week. We, the fans, take that as like, oh, okay, I understand. We'll be here when you get back, Oda. All is forgiven, because we know that as soon as he comes back, that next chapter is gonna be fire. And he never does it at the end of an arc. He does it like maybe halfway early, unless, God forbid, he's really that sick.
Okay.
With everybody else, it's like the typical is, hey, we just decided to shut it down and call this a season. We'll be back in a couple months for the next season. And it's like, alright, because yeah, they did tell you it was going off a season break, but there's no telling how long that season break will last. It could last for months or years.
Yeah. It's a lot of the times that they'll just, suddenly just stop publishing. You won't see the updates, and especially if it's one that only updated every 2 weeks. A lot of the times you won't even notice it's gone for like a month, 2 months, and then all of a sudden you'll be like, oh, hey, I'm wondering if so-and-so updated. And then you go to check, and it's like, hasn't updated in 2 months, and then all of a sudden there's like a tiny little thing from the translator that says, what do you call it? The author's gone on hiatus, and there's no return date or anything. Or they give a return date, and then you find out they've either died, they've dropped the story completely, they just can't write anymore, so their artistic life has died, or they've got severe mental block.
Now, I'd have to feel bad for that to happen. Like, you really hit up a writer's block, but at the same time, you gotta let that slide. You just gotta let that slide. It's
not writer's block. I'm not talking writer's block. I'm talking about a mental block. So there's some shit going on in their life, or just like all the stress and everything. Just they can't write anything. They can't draw anything.
A totally unfortunate circumstance. That type, when they have a shutdown, it's out of nowhere. You don't know if it's coming back. You just hope it's coming back.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like one of the mangas I was mentioning before in I think the second episode is the Lee Gwak manhwa, and that one suddenly got canceled out of nowhere, and it was one that I know a lot of people were actually looking forward to reading for the next chapter, and it left on a damn cliffhanger, which is the most disappointing part. Looking forward to the next chapter, and then 3 months later, you find out it's been dropped. Where did you find out? You had to check Reddit.
Reddit, or Google.
or
One of the
Google,
two.
wherever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, right. The same universe and same author of Lee Gwak also is writing Fist Demon. So I don't know if you're reading Mount Wa's Fist Demon.
No, I'm reading the other one, The Return of manhwa.
Okay. Yeah, because Mount Wa's Fist Demon, that's a really good one. This guy's whooping ass all over the place. He's like
Yeah.
the dark side of the Orthodox,
Mm.
pretty much. But yeah, that one's wildly popular as well. But yeah, it's the
Mm.
same writer.
Yeah, I've heard of it, but I have to go back to like the Reddit for manhwa to see, because in the Reddit manhwa, half the time they know what they're talking about. And they've got it on point, but I just gotta find something that tickles my fancy. Like the book reading magician, loved it, binged it, finished it, and now I fiend for more.
I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't enjoy Fist Demon if you enjoy Northern Blade. They're both revenge stories. The Fist Demon is crippled because of what do you call it, an attack on his village where he was supposed to be killed,
Oh,
and
I'm not saying I wouldn't enjoy it. I'm
like
not saying that at all.
it's a good dark what do you call it, vengeance story. And vengeance not even in the sense where he's going after Mount Wa or whatever. He doesn't care about them. The only thing he cares in that mountain is his master. But this man is making a terrifying name for himself just existing. That's the whole premise of the story. He's literally an unstoppable force. And the latest chapter so far has him going against one of the top masters or top recognized masters in the Murim region. So we're gonna see how his abilities hold up, because otherwise he's just slaughtered everyone. It's
Oh,
not because he wanted to. It's because they fucking got in the way. Literally, they purposely put themselves in his way to try and stop him because they wanted something or some dumb shit.
This reminds me of another story. I can't think of the name at the moment, but the guy uses, like, he's the only guy that uses electricity, electricity or whatever. Artillery General.
Yeah,
like,
I know which one you're talking about. Yeah.
Yep. Sounds exactly the same. I'm like, okay.
It's a little different because with the Artillery General, he is, so he got okay, he's looking for basically the people that he grew up with, but he got his skills taught to him by someone who was a very powerful master, and then basically tasked with going to find their daughter and whatever.
And
whereas like Fist Demon, he didn't get taught his skills. His skills are self-made.
Oh.
Yeah, and in the sense, whereas the Artillery General, like he has a mission that he's been given and kind of something that he has to do. Fist Demon also, what do you call it? He's already done his part. He found his sister and whatever and made sure she's safe. Now he's living out his life, but being basically hunted down or bothered by like both sides, the dark side and the light side. Artillery, the Artillery General. This man's just he's on a mission to finish what he's got to do, and he's also very lighthearted. He's an extremely lighthearted, and that's where the two characters are very different. So the story is kind of like, it seems like they're similar, and they do have certain aspects where it's like the darkness of the dark content of the story, and then the vengeance aspect. But when you read them, you'll see just how different they are from each other.
Okay. Man, when you talking about how he already had his mission and is just living life now, that reminded me of Gosu.
Oh, that was a good one too. Gosu's definitely a good one.
Yes, Gosu.
I never finished it. I never finished the last chapter. I need to go back and finish it, but
you
I just left it. Because I was like, if I acknowledge that it's done, then I'll have to deal with the fact that it's finished. So I never finished it.
This is true. However, you do know it connects to like Youngbi and I think another, because that's another
Yeah,
thing I like about Chinese manhwa when they connect. Ooh boy,
they
that's some
connect
good
well.
writing. They connect very well. Like Red Storm. Ah, I missed
Red
that
Storm
one.
was some good shit. Well,
It
what's the
was
one that it connects to? Red Storm. I forget.
Peerless Dad.
Yes, exactly. That's right.
That's another one that needs to be updated and brought back to my attention because I did enjoy it. He
Man,
did
it
not.
has which one? Peerless Dad?
Yes.
You haven't been reading it?
And no, because like the scan letters are like
Man,
really posting it. So I'm
nah,
like I'm
man.
kind of
Where are you reading it? Where are you trying to read it? I'll send you the link where I'm reading it. Actually, you should have the link. It's on Manga Nader or whatever the hell that site is.
yeah
It's
like
updated, man. It's been updating.
okay, all right, I'll look into it because I got my sources, but like I don't do apps, ladies and gentlemen.
It's not an
I don't
app.
do the right. I don't do the Tachiyomi app because the thing I found out when I got on the Tachiyomi is that it after a while it just stops. You there? Sorry.
Yeah.
After a while, it just stops updating, and you're just stuck, and it's just
Oh,
taking up resources.
fair enough.
The yeah, the websites just be a whole lot faster half the time.
Hmm.
So
Exactly.
I just have to find the right websites and stuff. It's been challenging. I would stick with one if that one had everything I read.
Hmm. No, sometimes you just gotta spread it, cause.
Yeah, like there's a lot of scan laters out there, and some of
Hmm.
them they'll be doing really decent work. Like
Exactly.
I miss Manga Stream because they brought in the Shonen Jump manga in high quality. Shout out to y'all.
They gotta make a living.
Yeah, they gotta make a living. They gotta make a living. They do.
Um. Yeah. So Peerless Dad, though. I think the latest chapter I read. I don't know if it's the latest one released. I haven't checked so far because I've been busy making TikTok videos and playing this stupid Everwing game.
Mm,
Um. He has accessed, I think, all. He's starting to access all the different powers, energies that are in him,
yeah.
and I think he's getting cocky. Or his personality is changing because of the amount of power that he's harnessing. So we'll
Oh,
see exactly
yeah.
what's going on with that. But it's pretty much all out war. It's all out war at this point, and all the kids are fighting.
Yeah. The from what I remember, um, everybody's fighting. The daughter's with his best friend, the water demon, the guy who controls water. The two sons, they're still being trained by
Oh yeah. She's not with him anymore. Yeah, they're
yeah,
long past that.
yeah. I see with the whole Scanlacious issues, they make me almost drop a good series like this because there's too infrequent with
Hmm.
posting them. So like if I really get interested, I have to go back and binge the entire series all over again just to refresh myself. And it's like I'm really in the mood to do all that. I'm really in the mood.
No, that's absolutely fair. No
Yeah.
one can say nothing about that. But yeah, it's just I wish there was an easier avenue for people to be able to access the mangas and manhwas that they want to read, and at the same time like a reasonable rate. Like you know how Webtoons has their you pay whatever for coins and you can fast
Yeah.
forward and all that stuff. Like if these publishing houses and the content writers, like the anime writers, sorry, the manga and manhwa authors and
Mhm.
illustrators made deals with like these third party apps or companies that could make a third party app with a small subscription and a free zone so people can either read the mangas and manhwas and then read ahead or stay with the weekly updates.
Mhm.
um it would just be better that way rather than, like, I mean, paperback is great and all, but damn, that shit is expensive as fuck, especially when you gotta
It
go,
is.
you're getting it overseas and stuff. And I understand supply chain issues, and then distribution costs and all that stuff. Like, it does rack up the charges, but this stuff does need to be. I feel it should be accessible at a reasonable price for everyone, and the author should
Yeah.
be able to have a sustainable living, writing this material.
See,
So if we
saying
don't,
all that, yeah, saying all that makes me wonder about the logistics of it all. Because
you
like
just
I
gotta
met a
cut out, the all the extra middlemen. That's what I feel.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I would do that because like I would start learning how to make my own app and just go from there, and then get like a big file server, store the images and whatnot, or maybe find a scanlation group, my own personal scanlation group, and go from there, or hire some people, start that as as a business or whatever.
Well, it's definitely something that sounds pretty interesting.
It
Um,
does. It does. That'd be cool.
all
It'd be
right.
so cool. All right. Next topic.
Well, actually, to tie into that, talking about hiatuses though, for games, one of the I feel personally biggest hiatuses that people are anticipating is the Mass Effect the next Mass Effect game. People
Mm,
are saying this is 4 because they don't count Andromeda as the 4th one, but I personally say it's the 5th one. They've
mm,
released a new trailer out on Twitter and TikTok, whatever, showing what do you call it, the new N7 type of sleek suit. So people are saying that it doesn't look like it's going to be Commander Shepard in it, but
mm.
I want it to be Commander Shepard. I don't think it's going to be boring. Like, that'd be fucking awesome. Put him in cryo sleep for 600 years
Yeah.
and fucking ship him off to another galaxy. That's
Crazy.
yeah, I don't
I
care. Send that motherfucker back to Andromeda, or at least his
yeah.
kid, the bloodline or something.
Okay. Cool. I never really got into Mass Effect. I don't know why. Don't hate me, but I never got into it. I just did my own thing. Like
No,
the
it's
trailers. Yeah.
yeah.
Go ahead.
No,
Go
you
ahead.
go ahead.
All right. Like the trailers I've been watching based lately are like Tekken 8. They came out with a new character, a French security officer, but he's carrying like two knives, a gun, and a sword, and he teleports and whatnot. Victor Chevrolet, not Chevrolet, but shit. I'm not even gonna try. I'm not even gonna try. No, no. I stopped speaking French in high school.
What,
Okay,
Chevalier?
Chevalier.
Is that what it is? Because I don't know who the fuck you're talking about. To be
Yeah,
honest, I
yeah.
haven't seen
Basic.
any of the Tekken trailers. Let me take a look.
Yeah.
Okay,
Go ahead, take a look real quick. They
that's fine.
actually got. Yeah, they actually have him voiced by an actual French actor, and he was like the big bad in like Ocean's 12, I think.
Okay, yeah. So it is Victor Chevalier.
Yeah, I almost said Chevrolet. I almost said Chevrolet. I was like, wait, I had to catch myself. You know.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Victor Chevrolet. That's
yeah,
the American version. His American cousin.
yep, yep.
Oh my god.
But anyway, what attached me to this character is one, how he was moving. He has all the drip. Uh, I do security, so sometimes I wear suits like that and whatnot. I like laser swords and shooting. It's like, oh, the guy I like is just all right there. I'm gonna have to. master him. I'm horrible at Tekken, but I'll still get in there and lab a little. You know, dabble with
I hear
Mister
you.
Chevrolet and all that.
Mr. Chevrolet.
I told you, man. I told you.
Oh fuck, that's a good one. Well, shit, I
Yeah.
haven't played Tekken in like at least 6 years. I think six. It's been 6 years since I've touched the last game because I don't really. The fighting games are fun and all, but they're not the type of game that I spend a lot of time on.
No, I get that. I get that a lot. It's like, yeah, I like fighting games, but I also like other games. I like shooting games, but there's other games that I like
Yeah.
roguelikes, hack and slashes, or beat 'em ups are truly my favorite genres. They're so old classic, but well, with the exception of roguelike. Lately, I've been playing Death's Door. I'm almost beating it. I've already beaten it. I'm just trying to unlock the hidden boss now by planting all the seeds in the pots and doing all the extras tasks to get true ending. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
yeah.
I'm still playing Starfield. I've been thinking about finishing my like other Mass Effect playthroughs, but I go through
Hmm.
binges. Like it'll be like 3 months of just nonstop playing Mass Effect, and then I won't play for like 6 months or something like that. But yeah, I've just been playing Starfield, and that's not too bad.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
like new game 3 right now.
Wow. You are
So
very invested.
it doesn't take long. You could beat the game in like 3 hours after you beat it the first time. And if you're playing it the first time, you could literally beat it in like 5 hours. Maybe you could
Wow.
even probably beat it in three if like you're speed running it, or less.
And
It doesn't
Mass
take too
Effect.
long.
This is Mass Effect,
No,
correct?
no, no. This is Starfield.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, Mass Effect. Fuck, doing a speed run for Mass Effect. Um, yeah, that would be a disaster because you could finish it quickly, but then you wouldn't necessarily finish the entire game. Because depending on what choices you make to run through the game, you might end up just having your character kill themselves and everyone.
Oh,
Yeah, so yeah, so
it's not a speedrunning game then.
it can there's a limit to how fast you can speed run, and also have like a proper completion. So
Yeah,
like I guess depending on how fast you speed run, you could have an improper completion, but a very high time, or you could have a proper completion and a lower speed
right.
time or whatever. But yeah, no, Starfield would be better for speed running, 100%.
Okay. Yeah,
But it is pretty fun. The only thing it makes sense why it's not possible to do. But the only thing I had a slight complaint with was that I couldn't change how my character's background and stuff to the
yeah,
new game. So whatever, I'll just make a different file and play that if it really bothers me that much. But it's going great so far. I got to go back to Baldur's Gate 3 though.
oh, okay.
I still haven't finished it. I took a small break to play Starfield, and that break's still going. But it's
Yeah,
also a lot more fun, personally. I find if you're playing with like people, because then you kind of have less control over other people's roles.
yeah. Playing with other people is more fun. I think I'm the type of gamer that stops playing a game right before it finishes it, right before the conclusion of it.
Yeah.
And I realize I only really do that is when I actually enjoyed the game.
Yep, because you don't want
I
it dead.
Right, exactly. I remember the first game I did that to, Onimusha 3. I was right there but I didn't touch it for a month because I just did not want it to end. How many games I
That's
have?
true enjoyment.
Yeah. How many games do I have like that right now? I want to say a couple. I had God of War Ragnarok, Horizon Forbidden West. Man, if that was me, I'd have a whole lot of a collection of games that are not beaten yet, and I can't. I gotta stop that. I gotta
Well, at
stop
least
that.
one day you can pick it up and replay it again and get to that end. You know.
Yeah, yeah. I need to go ahead and start ending games so I can So yeah, just to finish it, because in some games you have to beat them to 100% them
Uh huh.
complete anyway. Like God of War, I've beaten God of War. I'm just trying to 100% complete it. I haven't beat Horizon Forbidden West yet, but I don't think I can 100% complete it,
Oh,
or
you
I
don't
don't
think
have that.
so?
Yeah, I don't have that same drive. Like Ghost of Tsushima, that game was so awesome. I went ahead and gave that 100% complete. Oh yeah, I beat Control. That's another went
You guys.
platinum on.
Okay, so you gotta repeat that. You kind of you went all robot on us.
Oh, I'm sorry. Control. You remember that game? That's another game
Yeah,
I've
yeah, yeah.
beaten and could have went platinum on. You know,
Okay.
I just don't want to be that gamer that busts his ass, gets all the way through a game, and then don't never finishes it. Because I think that's kind of weird.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that.
Meanwhile, I don't have anything new going on. No, nothing new or whatever. Well, I do have new stuff going on, but as far as video games wise,
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything new. It's like I should be saving up my money to get a new PlayStation 5 because I can feel it now. The support is running out. They just took away Twitter support. Oh man.
PS4.
For PS4 and 5. I don't know what they're doing or
Oh
why, but
no.
yeah, like how am I going to stream now?
Oh
They're
no,
making it.
baby. What is you doing?
I know. I know. What is
Oh
he
shit.
doing?
Oh fuck. Yeah, the PS5 is a dilemma because I just bought the PC earlier this year, and it's like I'm literally playing all the games that I would want to play. And if there's anything that I would play on the PS5, it's most likely already on PC for me. Like I'm not really like the Spider-Man games look great and all, but I've never been one that's played them. One, because they're too short.
They are short. They're
They're
very
very
short.
short, and not to knock that short gameplay. Like short games are great because you platinum them, you've enjoyed. A lot of times they're well done. So
Mhm.
it's not like they haven't taken on a giant project that fails to
To deliver.
perform or deliver the
Yeah.
expectations. So like these smaller games are great, but it's just not what I'm looking for. Like I'm I will take that sacrifice of like excellent gameplay and what do you call it, like just jam packed but short. I will sacrifice that and take like the subpar gameplay or maps or glitches like Bethesda constantly does in all their games. I'll take that
Mm.
because at least the game's gonna be like several hundred hours of me trying to do shit and getting mad and then being like, that's a great game. Like
Yeah.
I prefer that to the depression of cleaning out Spider-Man 100%, and then just sitting there and being like, I'm depressed.
Yeah. What is the meaning of life? What are we doing here?
I hate that. Like as wonderful as the completion and the satisfaction is, the melancholy feeling that hits afterwards. It's such a wave of what do you call it?
Yeah.
Discontent at not having that level of dopamine rush anymore. So I'll just avoid that, and just go with the classic anger and amazement that they could fuck something up this much, and get my kicks that way.
Oh wow! Tell me you got all that.
Nah.
Ah, damn it, phone! This is why I want to get up and use my laptop next time. So then they'll never do that to me. But like, I definitely understand what you say by the discontent.
Yeah. It's like it gets too much, because I remember, like, what do you call it, just growing up and reading all the anime and manga and stuff. Like, you go through a really good one, it's only 12 fucking episodes or 13 episodes of like one season, and then you're just like,
Yeah.
yeah, this is fucking awesome, and then it's done. And then, or you'll go read like 127 chapters of something, and it's like fucking amazing. Like, what's that one that was really good? Siren was fucking amazing. It's like 157 chapters or 160 chapters. It's fucking
Yes.
finished.
Yep.
I was
They
like,
rushed
damn.
the end. They rushed the ending of it. Yep.
They did, but it was fucking amazing. And it was
It
shit like
was.
that that kind of got me on the search for looking for longer and longer and longer mangas and manhwas to read. And now we're at the point where we're fucking reading machine translated Chinese manhwas at like
Yeah.
3,000 chapters. Like,
Yes. Yes.
it's an addiction that's definitely grown, and it's something that I don't know. I think a lot of probably a lot of our listeners and the viewers on social media can relate to, just that whole crumbling and growing bigger and deeper the better and more stuff you read.
Yes. I know exactly what you're talking about, because it's like I'm never satisfied anymore. Like before, if you'd have gave me Black Clover, I'd have probably been like these weebs and be like, yes, it's the story of the year. It's amazing. But after reading all this stuff, I know what I like now. Like that Jujutsu Kaisen, it's got what I like. One Piece, everything I like. Legend of Northern Blade, perfection, man. Have you read it lately?
I have left it to, what do you call it?
Binge?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, we'll say binge. I was gonna say saturate. Because usually what I'll do is like everything that I've not read in, let's say, 2-3 weeks, I'll just sit there and read all the chapters at once, and then go to the next and read all the chapters at once.
Oh,
And it'll take me like a
that
good
binge?
6 hours.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah, because there's some that update every what do you call it, every 2 days or every 3 days, right? I won't read those for a long time. There's
Yeah, that's the Chinese stuff. The Chinese stuff.
Well, some of them are Korean.
Some of them. Okay.
And then there's the ones that what do you call it? Will release 3 times or release 3 chapters every time they release. I'll leave those.
Yeah.
So it's like
I need another one of those. Because like when Marsha Peak was doing it, I was loving it. I had no complaints. That they spoiled me as a manhwa reader. They have spoiled me, and I love it. Shout out to Manga Plus. Their website.
They stop now?
No, they have stopped posting it like 3 times a day. It's like once a day now, but like that kind of thing has never happened to me before.
Okay.
I love it. Because it's like you get 3 new chapters every day. Shonen Jump could never do it.
But we also want to make sure that well, I don't actually know about the author, but do they like write it ahead of schedule? Like, let's say they work on it for about a year or 6 months, and then just release those chapters so they're working at a slower, more manageable pace.
You
Do
know
you think?
what? I don't know, but I think that's something similar like that. For the next, I'm gonna look into it and remind me, and I'll tell you like my research for
Yeah.
the
Okay.
next for the
Okay.
next
Yeah,
podcast
we can definitely look it up and then talk about it.
and the logistics for like the app and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I think in our group chat when we were talking about animes, Ty was mentioning something about Shigure, and I remember when I was watching it, like it's got a lot of gore and stuff in it, right? And we know Pretty doesn't like the anime
Yeah.
with the gore in it. And I was just looking back at like a lot of '90s anime, like early 2000s, I would say more so. But I guess there was some '90s. There was a lot of gore, and it seems to have
Yeah.
tapered off these days. And like the anime that is being created. So that brings up the question: is there too much? What is there too much gore in anime, or was there too much gore? And if there is or isn't, um, do you like it?
Well, it's very. It depends with me because I will say this: the early 2000s anime did have its gore, and it was a hit or miss for me. It really depended on whether it fit with the story. You know, it was sensible, and if I liked the story, you know,
Yeah.
because I can remember like Wonderland coming out back in the day, and Gantz and stuff like that. The one with
Mm-hmm.
the alien cockroaches. I couldn't really get
Terramorphs, I think.
Yeah, terraformers.
Terraformers. There we go. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
Gantz was my favorite though. Gantz was that's one of my favorite animes.
the MC started to really annoy me.
Listen, he grew well. He did grow up later on. If you want, like the anime didn't go too far. It was only like 26 episodes or something, so he didn't really get to see the main character develop. But if you read the manga, holy shit! Like the character development on him. Yeah, and we're just talking him alone. I'm not talking about the other characters, but the character development for him is so big. Like
Mm.
you just stand up and applaud for him. You're doing the Shia LaBeouf applause for him. You're just
Yeah,
applauding furiously because he makes such a great character change, and he literally becomes like goes from being a shitty bratty kid who's horny all the time to a literal hero.
mhm. Yeah. I stopped reading it, and when they got to Osaka, I think, and they were starting to like peel off these. They captured everybody, put them in a tank, and peel off their clothes that way. And they got one of his girlfriend at the time. I don't know if she's still alive, but she was like the ugliest girlfriend he had.
Oh, come on. Come on. Don't do Tamako like that.
Compared to the other two he could have had.
He didn't want those ones though. Like this, she was what do you call it? Home what is it? Homely looking. She was normal.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
interested in, and she was interested in him first. Like she actually showed interest in who he
I,
was.
I got
Uh,
that. I got that.
so
I got that.
the other girls, the other ones just got horny for him after they saw what he could do.
Yeah,
So
yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Um,
you got to give his girlfriend a little break. Yeah, she's not the cutest, but oh, sorry, it's not Tamako, it's Kojima. So you got to give Tay a little bit of a break. Plus, she took his virginity.
Okay.
I think she did. Or he might have taken, or it might have been that cis chick.
I don't know. I don't know. I really don't.
Oh fuck! That
That was the,
that was hilarious though. Do you remember that fucking episode where he's having sex with her out in the hallway?
oh yeah. 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 I remember that.
Oh shit! Oh fuck! I watched that and I died laughing. I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" That
Yeah.
was
But like to continue on your cause like I just remembered the question. Is there a whole lot gore now? There's only gore in like certain ones now. It's like it cleaned up and is only for certain series like Berserk. If they're doing like a anime special or Chainsaw Man, something like that. Now, do I like gore? It's it's great in certain appliances. Like just wonton gore, nah. Really messed up gore, no. Don't make me puke. But like, I don't mind, blood trails and cut off body parts and stuff like that. I don't mind people being turned into kiblets and bits. Not at all. So long as the story, so long as it fits the story, yes sir. Bring it on. Like
no,
hit
that's
somebody.
fair.
Yeah. Like I'm trying to find a good one that does it just right. Oh, Legend of the Northern Blade does it just right.
Yeah, but that is a manhwa.
It is a manhwa. We're talking about anime though.
Yes.
Ooh, and I haven't seen any anime in a minute. Oh, outside of Yu Yu Hakusho, which we stream every Friday. But like
Every Friday on the Discord channel. Even Yu Yu
yep.
Hakusho doesn't have that much what do you call
Gore.
it? Gore in it. Well, yeah, the gore is not is nearly non-existent. Yeah, sure, you got demons having heads blown up or
Yeah.
being cut in half, but like you don't see entrails and what. It's not Gantz level type of gore, but it is violent.
You're right. And the thing is, you can't have it too gore because then you just start wanting to like, you don't want to watch it no more. It's just got to be just enough gore to make you say, "Oh snap, this is awesome. What's happened next?" You know?
No, I totally hear you.
Yeah. But I'm still trying to. I can go back to like a Afro Samurai. That's an appropriate amount of gore. That's an awesome amount of gore, actually. An awesome amount, and I'm not tired of it at all. Nope, I will. I used to own a DVD, so I will watch it again and again and again if necessary, if I'm that bored.
Yeah, it was super popular. Yep, because of Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, he was a comic relief as well.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a top 5 comic relief guy. Talking that mess. But what was I gonna say? I can't really get into Chainsaw Man. I tried. And Tokyo Ghoul, I tried. I couldn't do it. Fire Punch, oh my god, I will literally hate myself for reading stuff like Fire Punch.
That was fucked up.
Wolf Guy, you remember Wolf Guy?
Wolf Guy?
Yes! Wolf Guy. It wasn't you who put me on to Wolf Guy. It was, you know that one dude on UAL, Sion Sind?
I think so,
Big
yeah.
Chucky?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he put me on the wolf guy. Sick bastard. Yeah, I've never read Dog Nigga, but I never want to read Dog Nigga. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I don't know how depraved and fucked up it was, but Fire Punch and Wolf Guy, yeah, that did it for me. I just made a conscious decision after reading those two that I was gonna stay away from manga with funky plots and just weird abstract insanity. Kind of like Chainsaw Man. Chainsaw Man's probably toned down a bit for like shonen audiences, but still though, it's like there's something about it that just screams fire punchy to me, and I retch up inside.
It's just really fucked up.
It is, cause like you read Fire Punch, that was why did I take the time to read that? That's time I would never get back. I could have done a whole lot with that time.
I don't regret it. It just fucked me up. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah.
One anime I know that fucked me up was Gungrave.
Gungrave. Yeah. With Brandon
yeah, because old boy there gets betrayed by his mans, comes back from the dead, has mans in sight, and decides to die with him as an act of loyalty. What the fuck, man? After that man did everything he could to get rid of you, steal your woman and all that shit, you want to die by his side?
Yeah, I don't like those type of endings. It's like, what are we doing here? You're trying to take a really messed up situation and make it have a happy ending? No, sir.
Like I was real mad when they went down together, because I was like, no, you fucking kill him. Like kill him and then die. Like what the hell, man? He took everything from you. He's the reason why you gotta fucking inject yourself and do weird shit and be a zombie, pretty much.
Yeah. This guy says, I don't want to do it no more. Then kill yourself. Kill him first and kill yourself, man. Yeah.
Yeah, so that was definitely one.
And the thing is, when you watch the anime, you lose interest around, how many episodes was it? It wasn't that long either. You kind of lose interest right before the ending. I did. I lost interest right before ending. I just did not care no more. Just did not care.
Yeah. No, I feel you on that one.
Yeah. And that's how it is with certain anime and stuff like that. If I just lose all interest in it, I'm gone. I'm not coming back. I just don't care. Like, for example, DBZ. DBZ is fun. I've had a lot of good times with DBZ. But after I finished watching the last episode of Toonami, like something in me that says, mentally clicked and says, I'm done. I don't care anymore. I haven't cared about anything new about it that came out since. Don't care no more.
No, that's fair.
Like,
I'll always be a DBZ fan at heart, so
yeah.
Though I ain't not happy with what they're doing with this new series, but it ain't my pocketbook, so I can't say shit.
Right. Another example. What was I gonna say? The manhwa Burning Impact. You remember that one?
I remember hearing about it. I never bothered to read it though because like it was too plain for me.
Yo, that actually had a decent story. That one made me stop.
It did, yeah, but like there's no backgrounds. There's no backgrounds. Like what the fuck?
Oh come on! You gotta let it slide.
No, I'm not letting that slide.
You gotta let that shit slide, man.
What are they fighting at? A fucking void?
No, man, it's like the guy. You could tell he did it. He's doing it himself.
Yeah, I know. It seemed incomplete.
Yeah, and he's slowly getting better. You just gotta let him slide on that one. Let the man cook. Let the man cook. Well, no, he's not cooking anymore. It's on hiatus. But I had to stop reading that one because like it was starting to get real emotional. You started reading to like the number one guy's backstory, and you just knew the betrayal was coming and what turned him into the way he was. I was like, ooh, you know, make me feel bad for this man. I can't continue. I can't continue.
You gotta have that connection to really feel the story, though. You know.
Yeah, and they did a good, excellent job building that connection. That's why I don't mind the freaking art at times. I give it a applaud. I give it a pass because the story came through. So long as the story comes through, I know what's going on and whatnot. I'll give the art a pass.
That's fine. I just felt it was incomplete. Like you drew your characters, but you didn't draw background. And for me, like it's not even that the fact that it's bad art. It's just that he didn't finish the damn scene. He didn't finish any of the scene, so it's kind of like you sitting there with your suit
with
jacket
a clear sky.
No, you sitting there with like your suit jacket and your tie and all that shit on. Your hair's combed and all that shit. And you got no underpants and socks on.
Yeah.
That's what it felt like to me. It just and then the fact like I don't know, maybe I was it was a different one I was reading, but it wasn't it penned in blue or some shit.
No, it did have blue ink though. It did have blue ink.
It had a lot of blue ink, which made it even more look even more unfinished to me.
Oh, I don't know, because the way he was whipping that blue ink, it made sense. But from what you're saying, I understand where you're coming from. I do.
Like if he just draw some damn trees. Or a building or two, you know? Like
yeah. You know, his birds were just two humps, I think.
But like you said, he was working on it by himself, so kudos to the author
like,
for
you know,
what do you call it? Putting something out, and kudos to all the independent authors that take the time and the effort and sweat and blood and tears to, you know, actually put out their own work, and then they have to deal with like fuckers like us criticizing them after we've read it or chosen not to read it. But at the end of the day, like they've still put out a great product. They have their fans. They have their success stories. That's what I feel like everyone should be encouraged to do. Like if you've got a story, put it out there, you know? Like but please just draw some backgrounds. That's all I'm asking. Just draw some goddamn background if you're gonna put it on paper. Even the author of One Punch Man, as shitty as his fucking original shit was, he drew some fucking background. Okay?
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I might have to get you contact with a guy for the podcast because he publishes his own manga. I give him a pass on the artwork because he's making his own manga and whatever. But at some point, we gotta have these guests, and I want the author of Ordeal on this podcast.
Well, that's definitely something we can talk about it outside of the show. But so it seems like we're pretty much done for the day. Anything that's made you happy this week?
Two things. I got two things. One, I quit vaping nicotine. I'm currently fighting the fiendish behavior. But if I can get past next week, I'm done, and I've beaten it. Second thing is, shout out to my pops. You know, he's been working with me, developing my resume and whatnot, and we're ready. So I'm ready to get back into the IT side of things and whatnot, and we're back on the air, baby. So yeah, I've got a lot of good to be happy for this week. What about you, Juice?
Fuck, the snow's melting. That's what I'm happy for.
Yeah, not global warming, just natural.
Yeah, fuck the global warming, but you know, I also don't want the snow at this point in time. Like, let it come in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, but thanks for listening, everyone. Hope you enjoyed today's episode of the Indie Nerd Collective podcast. We'll be back around actually a different time next week because I've got a totally different work schedule. So stay tuned to catch a glimpse of the new scheduling, and we'll see everyone on TikTok and Instagram.
Everybody take care. Love you. God loves you too. Peace.